The URC quarterfinals are done. What a way to start off the playoffs. A really good weekend of rugby. Now it's time for the semi-finals. This is going to be absolutely awesome. In this video, I'm going to be giving my preview and predictions for the semi-finals coming up. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And there's some really key reasons why I think there might be a few upsets in the semi-finals. But before we do get into it, guys, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate all the support and it really goes a long way to helping our channel grow. So thank you so much for all the support, but let's get right into it. First of all, the first semi-final happening this weekend, Glasgow versus the Bulls at Murrayfield. Now, that's the key word right there, Murrayfield, not Scotstoun. It's not an artificial field, it's on an actual grass pitch, which I think really helps the Bulls in this game. If they were playing at Scotstoun Stadium, I would say comfortably that I think Glasgow would win this game. But that's not what I'm thinking right now. The Bulls have been on an upward trend. They've been really good since that first few games of the season. I think they lost 7 games in a row at the start of the season. Since then, they've been one of the better teams in the competition, one of the better club teams in the world, looking like a really good squad with a lot of depth as well. They've added guys like Andre Pollard, added guys like Willie LaRue, and some really good players coming through. Curly Orange is back from Japan as well. Cameron Hunter is back from injury. And all in all, the Bulls have a very deep squad. That is why I think the Bulls are going to beat Glasgow this weekend in the semi-final. That is my one major prediction that I think is going to happen. It might be a bit against the grain. I know Scotland fans might not be happy with me for this one. I just think the Bulls are going to win this game. I don't know why, I've got that gut feeling. Glasgow is a phenomenal team and I won't be surprised if they win this game either because they are a really good team with so many Scottish internationals. I mean, their loose trio with Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, Jack Dempsey. They've got George Horn, who I think picked up a bit of an injury, which might be an area of worry for Glasgow as well. Sione Tuipulotu, Kyle Steyn had a phenomenal game last weekend in the quarterfinals. So they've got some phenomenal rugby players. They've got some great guys there, some good international players as well. Some big time international players who are even the captain for the Scotland international team. But the Bulls right now are playing some of the best rugby they've played probably since that dream team back in 2009, 2010. They're playing some phenomenal rugby, and right now it just looks like the Bulls are clicking and that the whole squad seems to be on the same page with some very good Springbok players, some very good experienced Springbok players, some up-and-coming players who deserve Springbok caps as well. So I just think right now, if there's one team that can beat Glasgow away from home, I think it's the Bulls. And I think playing at Murrayfield on that grass pitch really helps as well. It seems like a bit of a bigger field. I know it's not. It gives that illusion though that it is a bigger field, like it's more space, which really does suit the Bulls team, because a lot of people think that the Bulls just play this dominant physical rugby, which they do, but they like to throw the ball around. They like to spread the ball. They've got some very fit guys that can go all the entire 80, running teams off the field. They've got guys like Curly Orange, Stedman Gans on the bench, Kane Moody, Ambrose Papid as well. They will like the bigger field. They will like more space to play with. So I think honestly playing at Murrayfield suits the Bulls more than it does suiting Glasgow. That being said, Glasgow is a very tough team to beat away from home, which is another reason why I thought at Scotstoun having that kind of tight packed atmosphere with a very, very hostile home crowd would have really benefited Glasgow. But I don't know exactly why they can't play there. I think I saw something of the Commonwealth Games, but I'm not too sure. But them playing on the big field at Murrayfield, I think really does help the Bulls. So that's one of my main reasons for choosing the Bulls for this weekend for my preview. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below who you think is going to win this game. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But there's some big battles in this game. I mean, Dan Lancaster's got a really tough kind of game on his hands against Andre Pollard. If George Horn plays he's against Ambrose Papid. Then we have guys like Marcel Coetzee, Elrich Lowe, Cameron Hunter versus Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, and Jack Dempsey. It's going to be absolute fireworks. The forward packs are both bruising, massive forward packs filled with some giants. Vokulo might be back as well, which will really help the Bulls, and they absolutely scrummed Munster off the park. Can they do the same thing against Glasgow? But can Glasgow also just run riot against the Bulls and play the same way they did against Connacht, scoring some very well-worked tries and scoring some very good tries in front of their home crowd? I guess we'll just have to see, but I'm going with the Bulls to win this one. I don't think it's going to be by far at all, but I think if the Bulls do pitch up and play some of their best rugby, right now, I just think the Bulls will win this game. So that's just what I think, but let me know what you think down below. Moving on to the next semi-final, Leinster versus the Stormers. Now, before the game, I would have thought, Stormers actually have a chance. Stormers are playing some good rugby, but the way Leinster's been playing is actually worrying for me. I think, honestly, the Stormers fans could potentially be worried about this one. They've lost Sasha and Ngomezulu for this one. Injured ankle with the ankle tap that happened against Cardiff. What probably the Stormers' most important and best player, one of South Africa's best players as well, injured now. I think he's out for 3 months. How will the Stormers cope with that? to be honest, I don't think they're going to cope well without him. They have Yuri Matia, who's a phenomenal player. They've won some good games away from home. But this Stormers team that's ending the season is not the same Stormers team that started the season. They've lost something within there. They've lost some rhythm. They've lost the kind of lack of synergy as well. They're not really playing that well together like they did at the start of the season. But that being said, Yuri Matia could come on, give it a bit of a different picture for other teams that they haven't prepared for as well. He's got a good kicking game. He's good with ball in hand. He's good at playing the structured rugby approach, which in my opinion actually does suit playoff rugby quite well. So maybe it might be not a blessing in disguise, but he is the right guy to take over from Sasha Ngomazulu if Sasha Ngomazulu is injured, because you also have guys like Damian Willems is still there, who is absolutely phenomenal at fullback. Why they played him on the wing, I actually have no idea in previous games, because at fullback he is incredible. He's one of the best fullbacks in the world, so play him there. I mean, some of the decision making and the selection from the Stormers this year has been atrocious from the coaching staff. So hopefully they can sort that out going into this week, because if you play Damian Willems at fullback, you're going to do well. So I think right now they've got a good balance of the guys they know they want to pick. It's all up to the Stormers to go away from home to a very good, strong Leinster team and try and get a massive result. For this game, my prediction is Leinster to win. I do think Leinster's going to be the winners of this game, and I think Leinster probably is the kind of favorite to win the entire competition right now. Sam Prendergast played absolutely phenomenally. He was so good in the game. Who did they play against? Against the Lions. He was so good against the Lions. The way he attacked the gain line, he was confident, he was fearless. I know there's a lot of Sam Prendergast haters out there, but the way he played in that game, if he can play like that going forward, he might just get a call up back to the international squad with some game time as well, because that was a really good performance from him, a very confident performance. And as I said before in a previous video, I don't like seeing a young guy like that with so much promise getting so much hate as well. So it's good to see a guy like him putting in such a massive performance. And Leinster didn't even play their full strength team against a pretty good Lions team who obviously does not play well away from home at all. I definitely think the Stormers are going to be a much bigger task, a much more difficult game to play for this Leinster team. And the Stormers have really good players like Mchunu, Andre Gufentes playing good rugby, Nedling Fischer is playing good as well. Andre Smith and Ruben van Heerden have a big kind of shift ahead of them to really kind of set alight that engine room for forward pack for the Stormers. Paul de Villiers needs to have a massive game as well. Evan Roos needs to have a massive game. Ben Jason Dixon needs to have a massive game. And this is kind of the theming for the game that I'm talking about. Every single player in the Stormers has to play one of the games of their lives. They have to play probably a near perfect game. Whereas I think Leinster just needs to play a good game to beat the Stormers. That's just what I'm seeing it as right now. I think Glasgow and the Bulls are very evenly matched. It's going to be a very good game. And I think the Stormers can put up a fight. If the Stormers do start very strong and stay in it till the 60th minute or the 55th minute, then I think they've got a fighting chance. But just looking at this Leinster team right now with some of the absolute class World Rugby players they have right now, the international players that really set the world alight at the international stage. They've got key players in key positions and key playmaking positions, key set piece positions as well. I just don't see the Stormers beating them this weekend, but you never know what can happen. I'm going to do a reaction when the teams get selected. I'll be doing a preview for the games as well, so stay tuned for that one. A lot more rugby content coming out this week. I can't wait for it. If you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your predictions down below in the comments and why you think that's going to happen. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.